Hello and welcome back to Gargoyle Games. We're back to the episode of Push to Legends, and this will be the final episode of the series, and we did it. We got to Legends League, so I'm really pleased. You might be thinking, but he's only got 4,977 cups, but as you can see, I have got the Legend badge right in the top left hand corner. And if you look at my defense, I just lost the defense. I got 24 minus cups, so that put me back down to what, 4977. But we did get to Legends League, so I'm really happy with that. And I got to Legends League in the end by finishing it off with doing minor attacks. So pretty happy with that. So I've done a mixture of what, Valkyrie, Lava-Lunian and bowlers and now miners to get to Legends League finally. I'm not going to be continuing pushing no more. I'm going to be dropping down to the lower leagues to make some more funny interactive videos for yourselves. So this will be the as I said, the last of the episode for me pushing to Legends. So I'm going to show you some of the replays of my attacks so far, what I did with miners. I've got some pretty good 3 stars and some 2 stars with them, so pretty happy with that. So let's get right into it and let's see how it went. So on the bottom we've got a nice 3 star here with some really nice loot as well, over 1 million loot, so really cool loot find. Pretty maxed out base here. Look, well it is, it's a complete maxed out base. The heroes, a couple of them was asleep, the Queen was asleep by the looks of it, and where was the Grand Warden? Grand Warden's awake obviously and the King's awake. So I went in from the right hand side with my miners. At the moment I'm using 4 fingers to deploy my miners, what seems to be working pretty well, and I'm using 4 heal spells and a rage, and it does seem to be working quite well. It is hard to actually figure out where the bloody hell the miners are actually going. You have to really concentrate. It's not like a normal attack to place down the heals and like the one rage, because they go so quick you don't know which direction they're going. And I did find it pretty hard at the start, and but pretty got used to it now, as you can see, managing to actually pull off pretty good successful 2 stars and 3 stars consistently, and maybe the odd few times just getting the 1 star, but a very high percentage. So miners is a pretty good attack, different from bowlers. I would still say that bowlers are definitely the #1 OP attack at the moment, but you can pull off definitely the 3 stars with miners as well. I've seen people using some healers with them as well, what seems to work pretty good, and but they are literally working pretty well for myself, and they do well against anti 3 star bases and anti bowler bases, because they go completely underground the walls, and they go pretty much in a line most of the time, because that's why I set them up to go from when I deploy them. But they do pretty well at just taking everything out, so I was pretty happy with them. I will be carrying on using them as well. I'm starting to use them in war, so we'll see how they go. I'll probably switch it up as I always do, because if you've watched a few of my videos now, you can see that I get bored of using the same attack and I like to mix it up. So that's me really. So let's get into the next one and see how that went. That was a nice 3 star. So we've got another 3 star here. I think this was a Town Hall 9 if I remember. No, it's Town Hall 11, sorry, that must have been another one. So this is my base pretty much, as you can see. It's a little bit swapped around. The Eagle Artillery and that, and the some of the Teslas are in different placements. Mine are in the middle, but and the sort of like the outline of the outer structures are a little bit different, but it's pretty much based on the same sort of base. And as you can see, the miners are going in literally pretty much in a straight line, and the heroes take out the Eagle Artillery, and we've got a big chunk of miners about to take out that Inferno, so that will be gone in a second. And they literally are ripping through this base, and they do a pretty good job of getting into the middle as well. If I remember, is there going to be a few going into the middle soon? No, not yet. So they're all at the outside at the moment. Most of the miners are at the top of the base at the top. But we just need to take out that inferno down the bottom end, and that's pretty much all the high damage gone. So as you can see now, there's only really the expo and the wizard tower's got a lot of damage to take out the units, but that's not really going to be a problem. There is still load of miners left, and still got the heroes. Well, the queen's up there, the king up there now. King is gone. Pretty much quite a fast attack it is. And that, so all the abilities have used, but Queen's on what, half hour. So yeah, the last thing was the town hall pretty much. But as you can see, all these miners now come running in. It's really quite funny watching them. It's like moles, like literally like bombing across. But boom, there you go. Nice easy 3-star on another maxed out base, and that gave me 8 cups. So on to the next one. What do we have? We'll show you all of them, and that's because it's the last one. So I've got 84% on this, so got pretty close. So as you can see, another ring base. Everyone's still using these sort of ring bases. They do work pretty well, but with bowlers and mass attack and even dragons now, you can pretty much 3-star most bases now. You can do if you continuously pump out the raids and get used to attacking these sort of bases. It becomes quite easily, you know where to attack from, what angle, and how your troops really flow, and where the funnel and that, so it does make it pretty easy. There goes the town hall down, so that was an easy town hall because it was on the outside. Obviously this person is protecting the DE. Helped me out quite a lot here because he had giants in the CC, and giants don't really do much at all against miners. The miners will be gone soon. Used a bit of poison there, but doesn't really help either because they've got so much high hit point damage the giants have. But looks like here that is pretty much going to be a really bad attack because there's only what really the Grand Warden left, and then there's the miners. But the miners did a really good job of finishing off nearly off all of the base. But as you saw, it was only a 2-star. I think it was what, 83%, something like that. So we're on what, 74% now, and they're just taking out them giants, and then they're going to take out the last few bits down here, and then it'll be game over. So unfortunately, that Inferno Tower probably got taken out earlier. That might have been a 3-star as well, but the Inferno caused a lot of damage, and we nearly got it. It was down onto the last bit of health, but unfortunately we didn't get the 3-star on that one. So on to the next one. So where are we now? So oh, this one was so close. 98% 1-star. They are the worst. So same base as what I just tacked before, as you saw what was the maxed out one. So you'd be thinking, why couldn't you get the 3-star? But it is luck of the draw sometimes. You can't always predict and guarantee that you're going to get that 3-star. Your troops have got a weird AI sometimes, and it only takes something quite simply to like traps, or one single troop goes a different way, and that can affect the whole of the raid, and you don't get that 2-star or the 3-star, or you don't even get the 1-star sometimes. But I very much that you could fail and not even get a 1-star with bowlers or miners, and if you did, you've got to do something drastically wrong because they are just OP. They are now ripping through bases completely, and that from left to right to up and down. It doesn't really matter. You can face roll, as people say, with most of these attacks and still get a win. So if you are not really getting even the 1-star consistency, you must be doing something wrong, and you need to check out some more YouTube videos or speak to a few clan mates and sort it out, because it is definitely the OP attacks what everyone's using. I am seeing a lot more people using miners now, so that's pretty cool. So we get to see a wide range of different attack styles, what makes the game really good and keeps it fresh as well. So still missing the air attacks. Not many people are doing air attacks. It's still very focused on heavy ground units and mass armies. Not really armies like Go White no more, or Go Wee Wee, where it was a big like mixture of units. It is pretty much still just mass spread units, like not golems, the bowlers or the Valkyries, same sort of thing. And so it looks like that's the way the game is going at the moment. You still get a few AQ walks and that, but definitely the game is definitely going with mass units. It's really a shame on this bloody Inferno. If I could have got that Inferno down, that would have been a complete 3-star again. So as you can see, that was very, very close. Not much what I could do. I only got 2 cups for that as well. I found it hard to find some cups around about the 50 cups ago, the 4950, the 4950 range. I found it really hard, and the search times were unbelievable. I was searching up to like it could be anything up to half an hour to an hour sometimes to find a raid. What was really, really annoying. So really didn't like the actual searching in the clouds. It's probably about the worst part about pushing to legends. It wasn't too bad in the 47, 48, 4900s mark, but once you start getting, as I said, to like 4950, it really, really does take its toll. It's like quickest you're going to find most of the time is about 10-20 minutes per raid, but it gets worse, and that's not really enjoyable for me as a gamer. I want to be blasting out bases one after the other, and I like to have fun with it. So, and it does take the fun out of it when you're sitting in the clouds continuously, and you could be attacking and just wrecking stuff. And that's one of the reasons why I'm definitely going to be dropping down to lower leagues, so I can bring faster content, more enjoyable content, I would say, as well. So a little bit different. I can do some attack strategy guides for all of you. I'm going to be doing some troll basing as well, and some farming guides and that. So there'll be lots of different sorts of videos that I'll be bringing out. So stay tuned for all of that, and hopefully you enjoy the new content that I bring from my Town Hall 11 account. So at the moment, as you can see, they just took out the enemy queen, and we've took out most of this base. We're nearly at 75%. There's only a few miners left at the top, and the Grand Warden is on full health, and the queen is about to die from that Inferno. But pretty much it's going to be just over 80%, isn't it? So very high percentage, and I think anything is over 60-70% 2-star is a pretty good 2-star. So when you get in over 80%, and that it's you know that you've got a good setup working for yourself. So on to the next one. Where are we? Another 1-star. We got 82% on this one. So as you can see, most of these are all pretty much like maxed out bases up here. The walls may be lower, and you may get the odd person upgrading the odd 1 or 2 defenses still now, but majority of the time pretty much everything is maxed. Heroes pretty much near enough all the time will be awake, and it's pretty much like that all the time, so you don't get any freebies up here. I do see the odd occasional Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 9, but it's very rare. It is pretty much always Town Hall 11s and that, so it will definitely be nice to attack some easy bases. I wouldn't say that I need easy bases to attack, because I can obviously do well against maxed out bases, but it's just be nice and fun to test out new stuff, to see how powerful different attack strategies are, like with spells. It gives me a chance to focus and actually maybe put some new different attack strategies together, what's quite hard to actually do up here without losing a lot of cups. At one point I was testing out stuff quite a lot, so that's why it took quite a while to actually finish this series of pushing to legends, because I have been practicing with different setups, and that's why it's taking me longer, I suppose. It has. So we go on to this one. This was another 3-star. So, and actually, this was the Town Hall 9. This was a complete walkthrough, and that is very, very easy to do. He's got a maxed out Town Hall 9, but unfortunately he did get steamrolled on this base. He was only in What Titans 2, so he's high up for definitely a Town Hall 9, but he isn't going to defend up here. So I do give credit to these Town Hall 9s and the lower Town Hall 10s with the lower defence, what get high up into the leagues. There is a few legend lower players, and definitely they've done a good job to get up here. They must raid their asses off to stop up high and that, because it is hard. It is literally, you gain some cups, you lose some cups. You do have to be on all the time raiding to keep on grinding them cups out and that. So this one we got, what, 80%, and as you can see, typical trophy pushing base. This is a little bit old school now. Not so many people really use this base, but it still is a pretty good base. It's a 2-star base guaranteed most of the time with these attacks now. But if you take it from a right angle, and that, you can definitely get the 3-star. This base was quite easy to 3-star with, definitely with Valkyries. I used to smash this out when I was using Valkyries. So yeah. So if you haven't already, as I always say in my videos, could you please subscribe if you're a new person to the channel? It'll be great if you can, and if you want, smash that button and then you'll be subscribed. And if you want to catch me on social media, all the links are down below, and I'm on there frequently updating stuff and sending out tweets and whatever. So if you want to check out my social media, go ahead. And if you've enjoyed this series, please give a big thumbs up to the video. That will be really great. And if you want to see anything new, as I was saying, from what I will be doing in new content, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section and let me know what sort of content that you're looking for and would like to see, and I'll see if I can get that content up on the channel, and we'll get that sort of stuff rolling, and we can blast out some new stuff if it's I suppose good for the channel. So feel free to do that. So back on to this attack. As you can see, I went in from the right hand side. I always tend to go to the Eagle Artillery most of the time, as I say, because the Eagle Artillery does literally take out most of your units if you don't get it out quick enough, I find. Depends on base style, but majority of time I do go straight in for the Eagle, and then literally it doesn't really matter where the Infernos are on that. So just about taking out this core at the moment. It's got a load of Teslas, and it's got the Infernos in there. So the miners are taking them out bit by bit at the moment. Got that last Inferno to go, and then it will literally be a easy 3-star. As you can see, when you know that you've got 2-star and you're over, what, 60%, and you've still got your heroes at pretty good health. I've still got the Queen ability. It's guaranteed to be a 3-star. The Wizard Tower, once that's gone, there is not much splash damage apart from that mortar, and when it's just a few archers and a few cannons, and then the outside structures, and it's easily game over. And it was game over for this guy. Like a boss, got owned by the boss. Any joking on that. But yeah, so that was a pretty much nice 3-star there. And we'll go on to, I think, will be the last attack in this video now. I think there's one more left on the replays, yeah. So this was the one what actually got me to Legends League. The person gave me a, what, I think it was, what, 18 cups was it? So I was really, really happy with that. Just gave me just over what I needed to get to Legends League. So I was absolutely, really, well, I was really, really, really happy to get to Legends League. It's something that I wanted to do for a long, long time. Never really had the time to actually push and make a dedicated push to get here. So I'm really, really glad that's happened. It has been hard sometimes. I can't say that it's been a complete breeze. It has been a bit awkward. I've learned quite a few new ways to attack certain bases, and learned how to use some new attack setups with the new troops as well. So it's been a learning curve, and I've had a lot of fun, and I'll definitely do it again someday. And once I've had some fun doing other stuff, I'll probably get bored down the line. So then I'll start to push back up, and I'll see myself high up, and I'll think, oh God, why not? Let's just go for something. You never know. I might try for top 200 in the UK, or even top 200 global one day. So that'll be really, really cool if I manage to do that. So hopefully you guys will support me if I decide to do something like that in the future. And if I do, yeah, it'd be pretty cool, definitely, to get that eye. I think everybody would like to get to on the top 200 global. Really pretty cool. I got to just over 300 in the UK, and I think I was 18,000 in the world at this point. I was so quite a way away still from global, but pretty high in the UK. So pretty pleased with that. So I got to a good point on the leaderboards, and yeah, that was 18 cups, and that got me to the legends. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. So I'll be saying Gargoyle out, and I'll catch you next time for an episode of Gargoyle Games.